Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Fatima's World. Thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing. Most importantly, thank you for talking back at me. Yes, I know it's been a while, but don't worry. You will get to see more of Fatima and Fatima's World these days. Today, I will be talking about that trending topic. I see it trending on Twitter and everywhere. The bride who knelt down for the man of God, the music minister, Moses BLISS. And even if some people chose to twist the narrative, for me, this is my opinion. So the first question I'm going to be asking is, what exactly did we have a problem with? The fact that she left her husband on the dance floor and went to kneel down for the man of God, or the fact that she knelt down for him in the first place? I'm not so sure. But there's something that I tell women all the time. If I do not kneel down for my husband and I cannot kneel down for my husband, no man on earth deserves me to kneel down for him. It doesn't matter who he is or what he is. Women, the first thing for you to learn how to do is the honor with which you give your husband. That's the honor you should extend to men of God. I know a lot of women who would use the best things in the house to cook for pastor. You say, it's for daddy. They'll take it to church. And then when the husband comes home, they couldn't be bothered what happens to the husband. Listen to me. All of us just open our mouth and talk about the Proverbs 31 woman. The Bible says, who can find a righteous woman? Her price is far above rubies. It says the heart of her husband doth richly rejoice in her. What it means is that as a woman, the heart of your husband must rejoice in you if you want to make a headway in life. If you are not looking for how to please your husband and how his heart would consistently and constantly pray for you, hello, it doesn't matter how many mountains your pastor takes you to. It doesn't matter how many speaking in tongues that the man of God who you're worshiping under takes you to. It will not work. Like the Yorubas will say, "Koli work." That's it. You must honor your husband first. That is your head. That is the person that God has mandated you to honor. The Bible says that Sarah adored Abraham so much so that she called him her God. So our husbands are like semi-gods, whether you like it or not. For me, the first question I want to ask her is, hello, bride, do you usually kneel down for your husband? If you do not, start to learn how to do it. When you get up in the morning, for as long as you deem it fit to be kneeling down for men of God, start with your husband. Your husband is your first prophet. He's your first pastor. The Bible says that it is what your husband's heart says into your life that comes to manifest. So don't fool yourself. It's not a pastor that would pray you to success or pray you to victory. The victory is in how the heart of your husband rejoices in you. There's nothing wrong in kneeling down for men of God, in worshiping the God in their life, because I cannot worship a human being, but I can honor the God of the call of the man of God. And so the call can make you kneel down, but please, that call that is making you kneel down, let the very first admonition that God has given you to your husband make you kneel down for your husband as well. If you do it effortlessly at home, then there's nothing wrong. And then there were other clips where I saw that the bride actually kneels down for some other people. So stop ascribing it to her, just kneeling down for the pastor. Some people have brought narrative. After she kneels down for the pastor had the feeling, the pastor, I am not going to join you to go to tow that path of your thought or your conversation. The path that I am towing and I am talking about this morning is honoring our heads and in turn honoring every other person that is in position of authority that we come across in life. So I am speaking to women. So it's just about women this season. I wonder why. My agenda, that best meat in your pot, let it be for daddy. That best place in your kitchen rack, let it be for daddy. It is you and daddy that should make up your mind what you want to do for pastor. There are women who will just ordinarily just go to church and bless the pastor without even letting their husbands know. Are you trying to be a Google mega star? You want to be seen like the Jackie Chan of your home? No, whatever you're doing, please pass it through your husband. Sometimes it's difficult because some men are damn difficult. I know. Sometimes it's difficult because some men are bloody discouragers. I know again. Sometimes it's difficult because some men are so unbelieving that do not even believe in you as a person, let alone the pastor whose church that you go to. Even at such times, just do the needful as a woman. I keep telling people all the time, I said, when you bring a charge against God, especially against the Lord's elect, there are things that God is going to be finding in you, yourself, that you can stand. I was speaking earlier on. I said that the day that you know that you're tired of the man that you're involved in, severe yourself. You can't be sleeping with him and sleeping with somebody else. You don't even, I'm not saying leave the marriage, but let there be a severance in your hearts that for me going out to sleep with somebody else, I am done sleeping with the man in my home. That's way, if God has destined for him to be great, he will continue to be great. You know, that's what I said in my video when I was talking about the man whose wife brought 4 bastards for. I said the man cannot amount to anything in life. He can never. Because he has been lying down on 4 different pregnancies. The man's Oriburuku. 7 mountains cannot perfect. So that's how it is. Once there's a severance, then it's fine. Just severe and make sure that in severing, you're not even going back to that man. I deviated because I needed for us to understand what it was. How God sees marriages. How God sees, you know, some people have said, you cannot divorce. I'm going through, if you're going through any form of mental health issues, being in that home, please walk away. I read something about 2 days ago. A woman who was just honoring her husband so much so that the husband eventually killed her. She had 2 children. And every time he wants to beat her, he comes home perpetually drunk every night, turns on the volume of the radio or TV, and beats her to a pulp. People have spoken to her several. Leave this man. She will say, her children are too small. 3 days ago, she left these same children that she was crying for. She left them alone. She went to be with the Lord. What am I saying? Mothers, encourage your daughters to come back home alive in one piece than for them to bring a dead body to your house for you to come and bury. Toxicity is not for any human being. The moment any marriage is toxic, and toxicity sometimes doesn't have to be physical abuse. It could be mental abuse. It could be sexual abuse. It could be emotional abuse. You're staying with a man in a house and he looks at you despicably all the time. What are you doing around him? Yorubas will say, oh, the moment you notice that this man is putting up front, I beg, just put him in reverse and drop him there and walk away. It is time to move on, women. I love marriages. Marriage is a honorable thing, I've told you that. But hey, that marriage that takes away your peace and your mental health is a death trap. It is not a union you should be in. Fatima has to talk tough today because the rate of mortality is getting too much. Mothers are dying. And with the future of this generation, because the children that we churn out eventually become everything that we want them to be. Thank you for staying with me on Fatima's World today. Do not forget, Nigeria will be great again. That's the most important thing. Confess it. It doesn't matter who is in power. Say it every morning. Nigeria, oh, it doesn't matter who is ruling us. I, Fatima, the daughter of Muhammad, I would make it. Let that be your daily confession and your daily affirmation. Thank you so much. Run to the comment section. I will be waiting for you there. Let us judge you. Don't forget everything on Fatima's World is Fatima's opinion. Be free. Express yourself. Thank you.